Now it's shortcutted me to the adding subscribers section. Now, one thing I need to do before I add subscribers is ensure that there is no other information I need besides the email address. If I want to send um, an email with any sort of personalization, that means that I need to have a custom field available for that information. So I'll just show you what that means. You'll see on the bottom left over here, it says, please note custom fields that you would like to be populated need to be created before importing subscribers. So it's got a little please click here to create custom fields. And if I click that, it'll shortcut me to the list itself, demo test list. This is basically the settings page for that list. And you'll notice that it's shortcutted me to this list options custom fields. And the section in the middle here is basically the browse custom fields. So any custom fields that I've created, things like name, company, gender, I could say personal links, anything like that, that I want as additional information outside of the email address, I would then populate in this browse custom fields section. So say for instance now I want to add the first name as the additional information besides the email address. I'll click create new custom field, click inside here and just give it a label. So first name, you can see I've already created one before. Then typically, unless it's a specific kind of information that you're going to be using on a form or something like that, single line, default value is nothing, validation disabled. Everything the way it is right now is perfectly fine to create any custom field that's just going to hold text. The only thing that I recommend doing is checking whether or not you need to do this last option here. It says make this custom field available across all your lists, basically making this a global custom field. Now the difference is a local custom field is basically only going to be relevant to this list. So if I don't tick this last option over here to make it available across all the lists, I'll only ever be able to enter this information into this list for these subscribers. If I create another list and start adding subscribers, I won't have the option to add the first name to those subscribers. If I tick this as make it available across all those lists, every new list that I create and every list that I have already created will then have the option added for creating a first name and adding that information to those subscribers. So I'll leave it as global because obviously first name is something that I'll probably have across all my lists. And even if I don't have a value, it's still nice to have the option to add a first name if I do get that information. I'll then go ahead and click create custom field. And now I'll see that in the browse custom fields, that first name and then a little label showing that it's global, and a field ID has now appeared. This field ID is only really relevant if you're going to be using API, but you'll see this again when we add this custom field to personalize our email later. So now that I've created this first name and I'm ready to add email and first name to my subscribers, I'll just go back to where I was now by clicking the add or suppress subscribers or clicking subscriber actions, add or suppress subscribers.